Because that's in charge of the charity thing.
Greg McGuire. I don't know who you're talking about. Greg? Pete? I'm going to hurt. You're all going to get hurt today. You're all going to get hurt. I think it's warm.
Pretty neat. After having Haas here last week, we have the economic development guy from Henderson here this week. So
it's unbelievable. I know.
Good timing.
I had to remind myself of, we're filling up. People are stuck in traffic. Who?
Salvation Army.
Oh, Major Kyle. He was supposed to be here greeting, and he didn't show up. He must have got, oh, there he is. He's there now. Tony. That's just to get seated. Hello, Mr. Holmes. That was just the bell to start finding your seat. Woohoo! So much fun. I think some people are still stuck in traffic. It's getting crazier as we get closer to F1. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I read a post by our district, and I wanted to share as it relates to our theme, Rotary's commitment to economic and community growth this month. At Rotary, we believe strong communities are built on opportunity. That's why supporting economic and community development is one of our core areas of focus. We invest in projects that revitalize neighborhoods and create lasting impact. Our commitment is simple but powerful. When communities thrive, people thrive. Together, we are fueling growth, expanding opportunity, and building resilience that lasts for generations. My name is Janice Lenke, and I'm proud to be your 103rd president. It's loud. Really loud. It's loud. I can hear myself in my... Okay, we're going to go out of order. Huh? Oh, I know, right? I hear myself all night long. Okay, we're going to go out of order today, and there's a very reason. We're going to start with song, so I'm going to ask Jack to come up and lead us in song.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. Let's start with God Bless America. God bless America, land of thy love. Stand beside her and guide her through the bright light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, was the foe. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. My pleasure.
Thank you very much. I wanted to point your attention to, we have a lot of Rotarians traveling right now, and they've been sending photos, so I hope you'll kind of take note. There's at least 4 people traveling. I'm so jealous of them. I'm going to invite Kathy Govero to come up and do the pledge, and she will be our Sergeant of Arms.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, don't let that go away. I'll be lost. Okay, at this time, I'm going to have you have a seat. And there's something wrong with this. I have Jerry Engel coming up, and he has to stand, but you guys get to sit. There's something wrong with this picture. Jerry, you look very dapper today, sir. So Jerry is doing our invocation today, and it's rather special. And I'm so excited to turn this microphone over to you, sir.
Thank you, Janice. Okay, first I want to thank Janice, President Janice, for allowing me extra time to give you, well, a very special private invocation that I've thought about for a long time, but I want to share with you now. As you know, I'm 95 years old, and I've invited all of you on, it's January 20th, 2030 to my home, and I want to celebrate a 100th birthday party with you. You're all invited. You're all invited to my home with your spouses and significant others. So the reason I'm giving this invocation today, because I really thought about giving it in 5 years, is maybe God has other plans for me. And there's certain things I want to share with you that I've held all these years in giving you this special personal invocation. So here we go. Let's get started. It starts with what I've done for many years. All of you have heard me give my favorite ancient Hebrew prayer, which says, "Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and allowed us to reach this moment." Now, I want you to think about those words. There's 4 words: is life, sustain us, and moment. And different things. And that's what I'm committing, and I'm going to dedicate this invocation to the word home, a moment. So, let's start. It starts when I park in the lot at Lowry's, and I get out of my car, and I walk into the lobby, and for a minute there I think, God, it's so good to leave this ugly world of hate and wars and disease, starvation, poverty, prejudice. And it's so good to know that I'm walking into this room and there's a marvelous transformation that takes place with me. It's like, it might sound corny to you, but I feel like I'm walking into an enchanted forest of love and camaraderie. Because the first thing I do, we're met at the door with greeters who make you feel so very special. And then we get on with our program. And as we mix, and I mix with other members, we're sharing hugs, laughter, stories, and we may have lots of different opinions between our own opinions, our own things. But one thing we're all united with, and that's we're in this Rotary group because we want to make this world a better world for all. So I want you to know that Rotary Minute starts at 12 and ends at 1:30. So there's a 90-minute moment that we just went through. And so that 90-minute moment you don't have to wait every Thursday to have a 90-minute moment, because in all of today's organized religions, we believe that God created each and every one of us. He loves each and every one of us, and He's with each and every one of us every moment. So when I leave Rotary after this meeting, I get in my car and I wait and I go to my destination, And when I get there, I thank God for the moment without events. And just think about it. Our cars have thousands of moving parts, and if a few of them don't work, you're not going to go anywhere. And then when I get there, I've probably dealt with hundreds of unknown motorists, and anything could happen. So that's why I'm thankful. Anyway, if the rest of the day goes uneventful, without incident, then at nighttime, I know God is with me, and I say, thank you, God, for giving me life, sustaining me, and allowing me to reach this moment. And now I'm going to blow your minds. For years, I believed it was told that each of us, and God created us, each of us has over 5 billion cells. Each of us, and that's a lot of cells. Well, I'm wrong. I want to read from you what I found out from Google. It says the human body is estimated to contain around 30 to 37,000 trillion cells, 30 to 37,000 trillion cells. Each of our bodies have those many cells. This number can vary mightily depending on whether there's a sex and age. Men have around 36 trillion cells, and women have 28 trillion cells. So I don't think God has to worry about artificial intelligence replacing him. So think about that. What an unbelievable miracle we are. And so what I think all of us, when we wake up in the morning and our trillions of cells are functioning properly, just think about the fact that if they just do their function, isn't that a time for a moment to thank God? And if the day goes uneventful, without incident, even that's a miracle, because so many things could happen in the world with family, business, when I say goodnight. And I know he's in the room with me, and so when I thank him for giving me life, sustaining me, I somehow visualize that God is in that room with me saying thank you. So from the bottom of my heart, in closing, I want to say I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your years of love and pleasure and friendship. And God willing, I'd love to break bread with you January 20th, 25-30. And as closing, I just want to say, as Tiny Tim said with Carl Dickens' Christmas Carol, God bless us, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. That was beautiful, Jerry. I'm glad Tina's not here today because she would go ahead and put that in the wheel for that that 100-year celebration. So I wanted to go, we're going to do some thank yous now, but I wanted to say it's so great to see past President Katie Crockett today. Bob Warner, although your trip was not a fun one, we're so pleased to see you back. As far as thank yous, setup was Lynn Ng, and I had Dr. Kathy Mahon. Was that correct? All right, I only go by what's in the book. Who did I miss? Who set up? You and you? And Bob Warner helped. Thank you, sir. Greeters, Jack Romano. I think Major Kyle Smith might have a fine coming. It's a minute, okay. I'll save that for next week, I think, though. I take note of everything. Ticket sales, Nikki Judium and Robert Salamai. Thank you for jumping in. Mr. Pizer is sick, but he assures us that he will be okay. Photographer, I want to thank Deb Howard for stepping in. And another fine, I think Linda Peterson, but actually you're forgiven because I know you had a very important appointment before you were able to get here, so all is forgiven. Scribe, I have Andrew Thurlow, is that correct? AV team, Stu Lipa. Teardown, Robert Salamai, thanks for signing up again, and Dr. Michael Williams. So thank you guys. As far as guests, I don't think we have any international guests today. Do we have visiting Rotarians? Okay, Linda, this is where I need you to, microphone. We're going to have some.
Who is it?
Kathy, why do I keep doing that? Linda was photographer. That's right, Kathy. So sorry.
I want to thank Russ for allowing me to have the microphone while I'm here. My name is Jackie Thornhill. I'm past president 2019 through 2020 of this club, and I am visiting from the Rotary Club of Mount Airy, North Carolina, also known as Mayberry, USA.
So good to see you. Do we have other visiting Rotarians? Okay, Jackie, it's so great to see you. Do we have guest of Rotarians today? I know Nikki has a guest.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Katie French, who's actually English, but her name is Katie French.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Glad to have you. Any other guest of Rotarians today?
Are you our guest today?
Yes. Okay, I'd like to introduce my special guest and special friend, Sandy Mullen. And I want you to know that I met her at the Rotary picnic at Tom Thomas's house last July. And we've bonded nicely, and she's just a wonderful person. And what's unique about our relationship is that she comes with a chaperone.
Oh my gosh.
Carrie Gross is her mother-in-law. And I know if I don't watch my P's and Q's, Carrie's going to get me thrown out of Rotary.
Do we have any other guest of Rotarians? Okay, we're going to move on to guest of our club. I think we already covered that, though. I don't think we have guest of our club today. Okay, we did, but okay, I'm going to go to the head table. We have past President Steve Casey. We have Michael Kudamont. We have Deb Howard. We have Jason Frederico. We have our speaker, you'll hear more about him shortly, Jared Smith, and we have Antoinette Monroe. So welcome to the President's table. And then we're going to go ahead and start with announcements. If you could take the microphone, let's start over here with Antoinette, just as she got her entree served.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., we will be having our Halloween party. This will be hosted at my home in Green Valley. It is to benefit the Salvation Army canned food drive, so please, everybody, come out and sign up in the Green Book. The suggested donation is $20. We are going to have a fantastic DJ, Mr. Greg McGuire, and I don't see him here. We'll also have a haunted house, lots of fun. It's totally kid-friendly, family-friendly. Invite friends, bring them in, and it's going to be a great time. We have Raiders versus Bronco tickets on the auction. We have Broncos off-roading expedition on the auction, a lot of great raffle prizes that people have donated. So thank you very much. And once again, tomorrow, 6 p.m., my home in Green Valley. Suggested donation is $20, and it is a potluck to benefit the canned food drive for the Salvation Army.
So I'm giving away a $250 gift card for best costume and best dish. And if I get any more gross photos of dishes that you guys are preparing, seriously, oh my gosh, it's usually when I'm eating lunch with a client. It's awful. Our judges are Nikki and Kathy. I still need registration support. I really haven't been pushing for that, but I need it. I have Robert. Thank you for signing up. Susan, thank you. You're a floater, but I need you at registration. We're going to be managing silent auction, check-in, and Antoinette wants us to do some great raffles. So I could use a couple more people at the registration, please. There's what? Woohoo. Okay, and then I'm next. Reminder, right when we end today, we're going to step outside and do our annual group photo. And then there's the foundation board meeting. But those who are tearing down, if you could just step outside with us and then come back in. So let's get out as quickly as possible. I hope my photographer is here soon. He should be checking in. And then if you read the Rotary happenings that Sean sends out every week, I hope you do, there's a section at the bottom, and people have come up to me asking to make announcements for social gatherings outside of Rotary. So it's called More Than Thursday Social Time. So take a look at that, and if you have something you're doing, like Larry said, he can teach people pickleball, and Mike's up for an afternoon movie. So if you have anything that you want to add, you can do so. You can have Sean. Let's take the microphone, Kathy, over to Deb Howard. Right there, sorry.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. We had Rotary Park cleanup this Saturday, and the good news is that the park was very, very clean already, and so thank you to those who took the time to join us at 8 a.m. and clean it up just a little bit more. We had wonderful support from the councilman and the neighborhood awareness group that he brought out. Wonderful. The donuts were delicious, by the way. We only had 12 individuals show up, so thank goodness the park was quite clean. We had a lot of individuals that signed up and then couldn't make it last minute, and those things happen. There was a confusion with the time. We had a lot of people who thought that somehow we were going to be there at noon or 1 and that it was going to 3, and that was never the case. So we'll have to make those changes for next year. We'll get it all together, and thank you for those who showed up.
Thank you. And you can take the microphone right over to Linda.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm speaking on behalf of Mi Jong, who's not here, so we shall find her later.
I love the way you think.
Just a reminder for the canned food drive. Our goal is 12,500. We are halfway there. And we do not want to lose out to Kiwanis again, Kiwanis ever. So please, the green book is around, so sign up, pass the website link to your friends, colleague, family members, and no donation is too small, okay? Another announcement is the orientation. The orientation, which is also a canned food drive, is on November the 6th, Thursday. It will be at Elliot's house from 6 to 8 p.m. Hope to see everyone there.
So that's actually, thank you, Linda. That's orientation/25 club social November 6th, like you social, I think, on December 10th. So you may not have known that, so I just wanted to add that. Thank you very much for stepping in today. And you can take the microphone right here to Stu as he's slicing his steak there.
Thank you. Thank you, President Janice. Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. I'm Stu Lipoff, and I'm speaking to you in my role as a liaison to the Hollingsworth Elementary School from the Education Committee. And we have 2 events there that I want to bring to your attention. They're available for sign up in the Green Book. The first one is November 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning at Hollingsworth. That's their career day. And there'll be a number of other non-Rotarians there, but I'm hoping that we can have some Rotarians who have some interesting careers to show up there. Everybody will be given a table where they can basically greet a class that will be moving around their cafeteria and tell them about their career. Obviously, if you have some visual aids or photos or something you can show to get the attention of these elementary school students, that would be great. We have 4 people signed up. Hollingsworth is very close by to here. They have safe underground parking in the garage and probably be out by noon. The second event is also at Hollingsworth. It's on November 18th, and this will be the first time we're formally supporting their Breakfast with Books activity. As you'll hear in a minute, we've been involved with Beckley for a long time. Hollingsworth also has got an activity. It's set up a little bit differently, and fortunately it's a little later in the morning, 9:15 as opposed to the 7:30 at Beckley. But if you get there around 9 o'clock, you can help with the setting up of books. It's not too different. And I guess while I have the microphone here for a moment, a Green Book is going around. Both these events are in the Green Book. But I also want to remind you that every edition of The Wheel has got a copy of a QR code in it. And you can use your phone at any time, here, now, anytime. You'll see all the events that are in the Green Book, including the 2 I just mentioned. And if the book doesn't reach you, or if you find it more convenient, just use this with your phone to get to the Green Book, virtual Green Book, and you can sign up. And it's just the same as putting your name down physically.
Sue. Thank you. Right over to Gwen.
I'm also a liaison for Deering and the co-chair. But I really want to thank everyone who contributed for our candy that we have purchased and delivered. The 3,500 students are extremely grateful. Beckley, we had a banner day, which was Tuesday, 122 children, 71 adults. And I also want to thank those people who come every time, Pam and Pete, Bob Pizer, Stu, Deb Howard, and me. And it's always a great experience to see the students, and particularly since it was such a huge turnout.
Thank you. And right over here to Rosalie.
Hello, everyone. I really want to remind you of an event that we are doing next Tuesday at Mabel Hoggard Elementary School. I don't know how many people have signed up in the book. I haven't had a chance to update you all, but it's right around the corner. It's going to be on Tuesday, October 28th from 2 to 4. The cost is $25. That $25 the attendance can be Rotarians, spouses, friends, and there's not a cap on this event. The reason that I'm really excited for people to go and experience it, they have a zoo there, and it's a magnet school, math and science. They have a zoo that the children actually take care of all different kinds of animals, hands-on, and it's been around for a very long time. We're going to have a special thing happen while we're there as well. They have a museum, which actually has a whole lot of history stuff with regards to elementary schools and just the city, etc. Plus, we get to do the hands-on, go around the tour. The kids take us along the way so that they can utilize their skills in showing us what they've learned. In addition to that, following up, we're doing a tour in January that's going to be at Viticus, which is actually a surgery center for animal surgeries. And the reason that we're doing it is because the children are kind of prepped to have an idea that they want to learn more about veterinarian jobs, because there is a shortage of those throughout the United States. And so getting that seed planted in school by doing the activities then takes them hopefully into college, and then hopefully they are able to go to Viticus and learn the skills of doing surgeries in their laboratories on animals. And there's only 2 Viticus locations in the United States. So it's really a special little tour. I don't know how many people have put their name on the Green Book list, but please, I would really appreciate it if you would support this for me.
Thank you.
It means a lot.
Thanks, Rosalie.
Thank you.
Okay, in the interest of time, let's all good announcements, great stuff. I'm going to invite Jim and Carrie. Let's get an update on Santa Claus.
All right, guys, today is the last day to get your donations into Sean for the matching grant from the Ingolstadt Foundation. What that does is it's allowed us to expand the Santa Claus program and the Summer Santa Claus program to children that necessarily cannot attend the event. So Safe Nest and Project 150. So we actually drop ship clothing and other items that is needed for them, backpacks. So this is a really important, we are so close to hitting that 40,000 matching grant. Today is the last day. I have to get the bookkeeper's report and send that letter out. So if you haven't already, please put your donation in the Green Book, or you can go online and donate there. There's a link on the website. Thank you.
Thank you, fellow Rotarians and President Janice. Thanks for the time to talk about Santa Claus. Carrie is modeling our 30th anniversary ornaments that are available for purchase to support Santa Claus. This idea came up from Tina Bishop had mentioned maybe we should do some Santa Claus hats, and Carrie really wanted to do something special for the 30th anniversary, and so we were lucky enough to find an individual. His name is Monty Chavez. He's the Director of Communications for the Diocese of Las Vegas. And he has donated his time and the money for the ink to print these. And we just had to buy the blanks. They're available for purchase. They're in the Green Book. They're $15 each. 30th anniversary. This is a great idea. I want to thank Carrie for pushing this along because she was very adamant that we should do something very special for this year, and I think this does the trick. So please buy them, please support us. I know that you're thinking, wow, $40,000, it's a lot of money. Our budget's north of $130,000, so we really need every penny we can get. So thank you so much for your support. Looking forward to Santa Claus. I hope to see you at the backpack stuffing on the 22nd of November, and I hope that all of you can shop on the 4th for Santa Claus. Thanks.
One more thing, these are limited edition. We only have a certain amount. So before I talk to President Janice to maybe see if we can get this on the website, get your order in today so you guys can get one. Thank you.
I think we need to do that. Thank you, guys. Linda, can they step over and get a picture with the sign? And we have a special video we're playing. Jim with no words, imagine that. I am so in trouble.
Rotarians and volunteers that literally have holes in their shoes. And when we first started, there was only 35 kids that shopped with us. And in this last year, we had 317 children shopping at 3 malls simultaneously. It's a program that not only provides clothing, however, but also...
Sorry, guys.
No, it should be... some reason they've got it. It must have been when they changed it.
All right, you know what? We're going to hold for this video. Let's go to the next. Doesn't require volume. Okay. This slide. Let's just stop there. This slide. Yep. Sorry, guys. All right, we're going to do the surprise and delight moment. Are you ready? Do you know what it is? It's a little different today. I'm going to ask past President Jim Hunt to come up here. So, show of hands, who saw him boasting that he rode the Zamboni? Huh? And if you haven't, it's up here for you. And then there's... Okay, so there was a we're doing good today. There was a stat page, and it said that the Zamboni weighed 9,333 pounds. There was something referencing the game score. There was a 3 in there. So there was a lot of 3s. It was so good, darn it. So with that, we are going to, your fine, I came up with 333. So $333 because there was just so many 3s. I'm going to have to send it out. It was the second page of what I sent you. So it was some good stuff. So you get a fine for doing something really fun. But instead of awarding the gift item, the surprise and delight, to someone else, Amazon ran late. It was supposed to be here yesterday. I ordered you a Bruins ornament, and I just printed you a picture. So it will be in the mail before Christmas. Darn it. Well, we'll get those two things back working. Okay, in the interest of time, Past President Russ Swain, I need you up here.
Okay.
We have a live auction.
Yeah, fellow Rotarians and guests, it's Past President Russ Swain here. And where'd Jackie go? Oh, there you are. Yep, Jackie, I did get the microphone today. Thank you for showing up. I haven't had it for a while. Hey, we've got a great opportunity, folks. I think some of you have seen the information floating around. Thanks to Antoinette, we have availability of, there's up to 4 seats at the upcoming Raiders-Broncos game on, I think it's December 7th at Allegiant Stadium in a private box, complimentary food, beverage, the whole works. Really an awesome deal. And the best, making an effort, she can sell them in, or we can sell them in 2, or if you want, you can get all 4 of them today. So I'm going to have the opportunity to sell these tickets. They are valued, the original purchase price of these seats were $1,900 each. So we're going to start the bidding off. We have a minimum bid that we have to get for this at $1,000 a seat. So you can raise your hand and say, I want to get 4 of them, and it's going to start at $1,000 a piece, or you can start on 2. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got one of our favorite Rotarians from California here. Sorry. I know Kirk might be interested in this. We have people all around the room who would like to bid on these seats. They're available right now. 2 or 4, Raiders, Broncos, Legion Stadium, private box. Lots of money for Salvation Army. Do we have anybody that wants to bid on these seats? We had a packed room last week. I was like, Janice. We had about 100 people in the room. We'd love to have them. She's going to offer them again tomorrow night at her function and see if we can sell them. And, we do have a buyback thing on these. So anybody? Steve Casey? No? Okay, well, you know what? Anybody? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, so I appreciate the opportunity. Yep.
No, you were great, though. Thank you. Is it yours? Thank you for your effort. I know she's not here today, but Sarah Thornton was featured in the wheel with our membership spotlight, so congratulations to her. And I'm going to give you a few minutes of fellowship, and I think Stu's going to play the video. I think it's working now. Thanks.
I thought that was going to be enough.
We'll give it a whirl.
Santa Claus is now.
Did that wake you up?
Volunteers that literally have holes in their shoes and what we. Well, Santa Claus has now become a very large program that serves the needs of children throughout the Las Vegas Valley. Our goal is to provide winter clothing, shoes, and socks to children who don't have them. There are children in this valley that come to our program to shop with our Rotarians and volunteers that literally have holes in their shoes. And when we first started, there was only 35 kids that shopped with us. And in this last year, we had 317 children shopping at 3 malls simultaneously. It's a program that not only provides clothing, however, it also provides mentoring through our Rotarians and volunteers, their family members and co-workers shopping with the kids, helping to guide them to make good purchases for winter clothing. Rather than one large purchase, they can buy several pairs of pants, let's say, and a jacket and some shoes and socks.
Good eye. Okay, let's go try one.
And after that's done, the mentoring continues over at UNLV, where we have football players, soccer players, cheerleaders out on the field. They play on the sports field for about an hour. And after that, they're brought into the lead auditorium where they're given a lunch. They're also given a talk by usually the UNLV president welcomes them with a couple of nice talks from various guest speakers. And then after that, we give them a choice of a soccer ball, basketball, or football on their way out of their mornings. So our goal is to first and foremost clothe them for winter, but also give them an experience that they'll remember for a long time.
You got a pair of shoes, a lot of shoes.
I bought some shoes too.
Sweatshirts, some sweatpants, sweats.
I got some pajamas.
A jacket.
I bought a dress and I wear it on Christmas. Some plaid shirts because I like plaid stripes.
And a Spider-Man jacket.
Even has a hoodie.
That's the excitement that these kids feel of getting new clothes for the first time in many cases.
For them to come to JCPenney is a big day for them.
This is awesome. I've never been to JCPenney's before.
But these children, some of them, have never shopped for anything new before. This is, in many cases, it's their first new pair of shoes, their first new pair of pants, their first anything new. So we're giving them experiences not only for shopping, but the interaction between Rotarians trying to do good in the community and mentoring them.
This guy I met, she's the most probably sweetest girl with the best manners. I've never seen somebody her age. She's 10. You would never know she was 10 because she has the best manners. And she has this style and taste from her older sister. Her sister's 18. And she really knew what she wanted, and she got to pick a lot of things that she enjoyed.
I heard this one kid say, I hate being here, but at the end of the day, I heard him say, I love being here with my sugar.
We had a Rotarian a couple of years ago that had sadly recently lost his father. And he really didn't have the Christmas spirit, he had told me, going into the program. But he went to Santa Claus because he knew it was important to help the kids. And after he was done shopping, and the night of our Christmas party, he came up to me, and it was like he had almost been, reborn, if you will. He was so heartwarmed with the little girl that they shopped with, and he said it helped him to get through the passing of his father. The experience really is not only for the children, it's for the Rotarians themselves to experience what giving back to the community can be, and it's a direct, instant gratification when you
It's the best day of the year.
Sky told me that the best part of her day was sharing it with me so far. It made me feel wonderful. It was really sweet.
It just makes me feel very fortunate for my family and so lucky that I can help some other children out.
I tell you, it makes you feel great. And when we talk about Rotary, this is what it's all about. Yeah, this is great.
Makes us feel, you know what, anything that we have wrong in our house, it's insignificant because this is what it's all about.
That Rotary Club, one of the students said on the bus on the way here, that Rotary Club really loves us, don't they? And I said, yes, they do.
This little girl, toward the end of our shopping day, said to me, she says, thank you very much. This is really great. And she looked very concerned. And she said, why would you do this for me?
Always love that. Okay. So what's next? I think the raffle, right? So the raffle is over. The ticket to anybody? 322-7694. Oh boy. Oh, you're not getting fined because you volunteer for so much. Get over here. Okay, and I need you tomorrow night to help, so I'm not going to fine you for being late. You're good. Oh wait, you got to pull a ticket. I mean a card. Woo. I gave you the 10 first. Yeah. I'm going to win. I hope you do. Oops. Don't hold it, King. I'm all turned around. So fourth from the day. He's like, why are you giving me $10? 9 cards. Thank you. Okay, and the Lowry Bucks. Oh my gosh, which one did I just pick? Hold on. What was it? What was the last 3 on yours? Whew, okay. The Lowry Bucks is 322-7666. Susan. Okay, Jason, I want you to go ahead and come up. We're going to go ahead and introduce our speaker. And here you go. I trust you. Thank you.
Thank you, Janice. Hello, everyone. Jared and I were just talking about how we usually don't eat before we present, but I did, so any takers on getting the chimichurri out of my teeth? Stephen? No. He is responsible for assisting in business attraction and expansion and growing tourism within Henderson. Jared has a distinguished 15-year career in economic development to expand economies and opportunities for its citizens. He is a certified economic developer, was named one of the 2022 top 50 economic developers in North America by Consultant Connect, and is an active member of the International Economic Development Council. Prior to joining the city of Henderson, Jared served as the Chief Operating Officer of the Regional Development Authority in Southern Nevada, where he led teams to break records in new job creation. Turn that off. No, just kidding. Spearheaded the largest federal economic development grant application in the region's history, and was chairman of the Economic Development Advisory Group for Southern Nevada. Jared also served on the board of directors for Workforce Connection and as an honorary commander in the Civic Leader Program at Nellis Air Force Base. Prior to relocating to Nevada, Jared was the director of business development for the Baton Rouge Area Chamber in Louisiana, where he led the region in new jobs announced with companies such as IBM, Exxon, and more. He earned a master's degree in business administration from Southeastern Louisiana University, a bachelor's degree from Louisiana State University, and is a graduate of the University of Oklahoma's Economic Development Institute. And he's got great socks, right? Said he owns no regular socks, just exciting socks, which he's got on right now. So thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, I'd like to bring up Jared Smith. And please show them your socks.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. I spoke to this group probably 4 or 5 years ago when I was the Chief Operating Officer at the Regional Economic Development Group, LVGEA. Since then, I got recruited to go over to the city of Henderson and lead their economic development efforts. And when he says, I don't own a pair of regular socks, like I really don't. So today I'm wearing, these are ping pong. These are ping pong paddles and balls, and that was given to me by my staff at LVGA because we had a ping pong table there, and every Friday afternoon was a very intense ping pong game. And every one of these pair of socks that I own means something to me. I buy them when I travel, and so that's just an interesting thing you're not going to read, in something like this. Friends, I'm going to do something today that I don't normally do, which is I'm going to rush through my presentation. And I'm going to do that for 2 reasons. Number one, because I know my friend Peter Zierhut from Haas was just here, and I'm sure some of his comments not only echoed what I would say. I'm going to get through a little bit of the who we are, what we do, and then I would love to just answer your questions. And I know we're being live streamed today, but feel free to ask the blunt questions about the economy and what's going on. And you have my word, I will tell you the truth. So a little bit about our department. There's more than 60 years of combined experience in economic development. And let me ask you a question. What is economic development to you? And this is where somebody raises their hand and tells me what you think your definition of that is. Yes, ma'am. Sustainable growth. I love that. Yes, sir. Bringing in primary wages. I am very impressed with the fact that you put that little adjective in there. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Diversification. Yes, and all of your answers are correct. And we could keep going there. But I'm going to give this prize to my friend who used the word primary there. I'm really impressed that you got that. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Randy. Thank you. When we say primary, that means you won't generally find Jared or his staff working too much in the retail sector. We are working to assist and we'll get into the industries in just a minute. We're working to assist new jobs. We're aiming towards the state's average wage, and we are looking for jobs that are going to cause that ripple effect throughout the community. So again, we are Nevada's only accredited economic development team. And you see CECD by my name, which means Certified Economic Developer. I don't expect anybody in this room to know what that means. Just take my word when I tell you it is incredibly difficult to get, and I'm very proud of our team for being accredited. Again, I told you I would fast forward, so this is what I want to do. Doug Benny leads our efforts with local companies. Liz Lopez leads our efforts on bringing companies outside of the market. She also works in entrepreneurship. And Kyle Wagner comes to us from California, and he is an expert in not only economic development, but workforce development. I want to highlight our small business assistance program. We took some grant dollars in the city of Henderson, and we aimed that at helping our small businesses because nobody needs our help more right now than small businesses. How did we do that? We took about $100,000. We partnered up with CSN, providing real-world assistance to companies that need it. So it looks like a help in marketing. It looks like help in their finances and understanding challenges that they're having. We are teaching someone to fish. We're not giving them fish, though. So I want to make that very, very clear. Government just can't randomly give out money and expect that that's going to have long-term ripple effects in what we do, especially when you only have $100,000 to do it. We travel for conferences to pitch what we do. Henderson Chamber a lot. This I Can Be program is pretty amazing, where businesses and folks from the city go into our high schools and talk about job opportunities and just really give those kids a perspective they don't normally get. This is Ed Kirby on the left. He handles our tourism. So our version of tourism is a little different than the LBCVA because we just don't have those big budgets. What we're trying to do in tourism is bring smaller meetings with me for 7 of the 10 years that I've been here in Southern Nevada. And Nick is the millennial that makes us all smarter. And I say that she makes our world go around. I'm telling you, I would not be able to find my desk if I did not have Deanne in my life. I'm going to skip over a lot of these because I want to talk to you about our target industries that we're aiming for. We spent a lot of exhaustive effort understanding what types of companies we should go after and why. And it is no accident that Haas is coming to Henderson. No accident. It was very purposeful. Because let me ask you a question. What do you think of all the industries that you can see or think about? What do you think the #1 industry that is considering Henderson and probably Southern Nevada, if you have a guess? And not only manufacturing, but we're looking for those suppliers that feed into manufacturing. I think this holds like cables for your phone and things like that. I was shocked as a Southerner coming here. I thought I would be talking with more tech-related companies, our research and development. Manufacturing has literally led of any industry since I've been here, and I've been here for 10 years now. Our department goals, we're trying to get somewhere between 8 to 10 companies per year. We want to assist 300 of our local companies in helping them grow. I mean, there's no way that I could give you a finite list of all the things that this team does for our local companies, so I'm not even going to try. But I will tell you, we've helped recruit 40 new businesses, 3,600 jobs, which is a really good number for a municipal organization like ours, and almost $250 million in capital investment. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So as I was mentioning, industrial growth is still #1 growth that we see in Henderson. I could talk a lot about that, but really what I want to tell you about industrial growth is that we are hindered with industrial growth by what? What's the #1 thing that hinders us? Water is a good guess. Who said land? Okay, you win again. Yep, here we go. So land continues to be the #1 thing that we struggle with, and that's true for Southern Nevada. It's especially pronounced in Henderson because we don't have developable land that is available to us today for meaningful growth other than just a couple of places, which is West Henderson, where Haas is. There's some there, but it's disappearing. And El Dorado Valley. Everybody knows where I'm talking about, El Dorado Valley. Okay, so it's just on the other side of the mountain as you head towards Boulder City and you turn and go south. Boulder City's land is on the left. Ours is against the mountain on the right. And there are 850 acres under master plan right now that does not have infrastructure. It's literally just dirt. And that's what we have to pitch. So we struggle. Any idea how long it takes? I don't have any more. I'm out of giveaways. But any idea how long it takes for the federal government to give us permission to put land into commerce? Everybody's number is different, and you're all correct. I mean that sincerely. It just takes forever. Right now, we estimate that there's 10 million square feet of planned or under construction industrial space in Henderson, which sounds like a great number. It will not sustain us more than maybe 5 years. If we continue at old rates of growth, we're going to run out of land. Everybody knows John Restrepo. Have you heard John talk about, hey, we're running out of land? He's absolutely right. Let me tell you a little bit about our pipeline, and I'm going to fast forward through this, but this is literally a sales funnel. For those of you who are in sales, we're basically sales. Early inquiries all the way down to very serious leads that total $1.6 billion. Is that with the small staff that I just showed you, we're managing over 100 projects. That is incredibly difficult, and I love my team for the work that they do, and that represents almost 7,000 new jobs. This is a healthy pipeline, and to give you some real talk, that has been created by the city of Henderson. My team does not sit there and wait on the phone to ring, and we can talk about the economy in a minute. The phone is not ringing right now. Just as I told you, general manufacturing leading those projects. Here's an example of some of the projects that we've landed this year. Eula, they make paddles. They sure do for anybody play what's Centos, Summit's Footwear, Penta Building Group is moving their headquarters to the city of Henderson. Again, we can't do anything without partners. And this is my favorite quote that I end every speech with, which is Thomas Edison saying, vision without execution is hallucination. I invite you to please hang out with me on LinkedIn. So if you are on LinkedIn, please follow me, please join up with me, and I want to talk with you, and I want you to see that this community, and I gave a speech about this at our Economic Development Awards in Henderson this year. We have got to stop having the same rerun conversations over and over. Again, I've only been here for 10 years, but I can tell you I've heard our education system has had all kinds of challenges. I've been hearing that for 10 years. You've been hearing it for longer. I've heard we need to diversify this economy. I've heard it for 10 years. You've heard it longer. We have got to get past the same old reruns. And we have to move beyond just having a great idea and putting things into execution. So look, those are my comments, and I wanted to end early so that we could have time together. And please let me answer any question that I'm capable of answering. Thank you.
Hi.
Steve, I think I saw your hand. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we follow the microphone. Thanks for coming and talking to us. Really appreciate it. Could you expand a little bit on Haas? They came and talked to us a couple weeks ago. Looks like a great home run for Henderson in the Valley. Could you talk about what it took to get him here? Who were we up against, and how do we convince Haas to come here as opposed to, say, Pasadena, California?
Well, they're never going to tell us exactly who we were up against, but I mean, you can imagine it was Arizona for sure, potentially Utah. But it's an easy move for them to get from their headquarters and the logistics and the things that they do to come to Arizona or to us. So I've never asked them to disclose that. What did it take? It took a lot of creative thinking about enticing them with the right piece of dirt. So the city of Henderson spent a lot of time getting some land that we had into their hands. And did anybody follow that? Did anybody watch the politics around that? There became this discussion about, are incentives good for somebody like Haas to come? Because they got a discount on the land to be here, and the state did their normal incentives that the state would offer. The number one thing we had to do with them actually wasn't the piece of dirt. We knew that was a problem that could be solved. It was making sure that they could figure out how to get 1,500 to 2,000 manufacturing employees in an area that is not known for manufacturing, right? So the city of Henderson, we built our Center of Excellence in Manufacturing Training that CSN is actually going to run those programs. We have finished the building, and there are programs happening there now, but because I doubt Peter talked too much about their pause, but that caused the Center of Excellence and their progress to pause, because that's where you're going to see most of the activity when Haas says, okay, we need 500 people in a year, let's go. So now other manufacturers are partnering up with the Center of Excellence to do training in there. So workforce training, incentives, logistics, and how they ship things, those were all factors.
Well, thank you for being here and for what you're doing for the community. You mentioned education as an issue. I'm just wondering, I'm very much interested in bringing R&D and high tech, especially attracting it from California, which is not manufacturing, but also has tremendous GMP multipliers and opportunities to create things. What sort of objections are you hearing or your research show that's preventing venture capitalists from bringing startups here or companies moving here?
Yeah.
Is it primarily the education, or is there something else?
Yes, primarily education. So when you say research and development, yeah, we have to get a little bit more industry specific, because there's research and development in everything. I think what you were leaning to is kind of tech careers. Is that right? We do not have enough computer science graduates in this area to meet the need that a large employer would need. We just don't, we don't graduate enough. We have to stop thinking about meeting a workforce need in technology as a 4-year degree. We have to think about it in a different level. There are training camps and things that can get kids through these programs so much faster than just a 4-year degree, because the languages that they're learning and the processes and the way AI is affecting everything, it changes every 6 months. So we have to start thinking about it almost as a trade, because we know that there's over 1 million unfilled tech jobs almost a year that go. Now, if I may, that demand is going down right now, right? So what do you think the most underperforming industry nationally is? I just said it was one of the fastest growing. It's manufacturing. We are not growing as a country in manufacturing at the clip we were 6 years ago. We are not growing in technology at the clip we were 5 years ago. So the demand for those grads, you see Apple, you see Google laying people off by the thousands. And it's because during COVID, there was this fear that we're not going to have enough workforce, so they staffed much higher than they actually needed. And they're causing this crazy ripple problem in unemployment in high-paying sectors. So it's kind of our job as a team and all of us in this room. Hey, if we can find a company that needs 100 of those folks and go recruit those folks to live here, great. But we're just not producing enough grads yet, in my opinion. Yes, Steve.
You talked about the time it takes to get the land from the federal government. And when Haas was here, they talked about the land that they got came from BLM.
Yep.
How much BLM land is left that you can acquire, and is that something you can do before there's a user for the property?
So there is BLM land, and the land that they had already gone through a certain process. Again, I wish I had my community development or folks here that were involved in that. So I'm dangerously knowledgeable enough to tell you the way we had that land is a little different. So we already had access to be able to do something with it, even though it was BLM land. What you're talking about is land that we don't have access to that has a BLM land, a BLM tag on it. That, just to nominate something like that, to ask them to consider to do something is 3 to 5 years. That's how long that process takes. With no plan on our part, we just think that we see growth going there. So we are already now, I mean, we have a monthly meeting of department heads where we discuss this exact subject. And there's some pieces of land that we're about to start talking to the BLM. Hey, can we get this into the nomination process to put it into commerce? And hey, I'll see you in 5 years when they make that determination.
Do you see any Chinese trying to buy up a lot of the manufacturing and warehousing especially?
So I'm not going to answer you based on just one country. I do see other countries trying to come here now, whether it's purchasing an existing business or trying to come here because there are tariff issues, for example, that they need to be here. But not as much, believe it or not. Prior to tariffs, we saw more of that than we see now. I'm going to tell you something that it's not going to be popular. When I said our phones aren't ringing, we've gone from 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 jobs you hear through economic development in a year to less than half of that. And it's a real concern. And that just means that partners in economic development and folks like you in this room, we need every opportunity to stay aligned. So if you hear of a company that might need Southern Nevada as much as we need them, please. If it's North Las Vegas, call Jared Luke and team. If it's the unincorporated Clark County, call Shawnee Coleman. If it's in the city of Las Vegas, Dina Babsky and her team are fantastic. We'd love to hear from you if there's an opportunity for Henderson. We cannot do this alone. I've got 9 people on my staff, 9. And it's our responsibility to help grow that employment base. We have to have, I breezed through this list here of partners. But these are just a few examples of people who work with us all the time to say, hey, we know of somebody you need to talk to. Likewise, if there's a company that you're friends with that's in trouble, an existing company, let us know. I mean, anybody in economic development. If you have a friend in North Las Vegas, like, hey, this business is having trouble, let me know, and I'll call my friends in North Las Vegas, and they can go visit with them. Same thing if you know somebody that needs to grow. There are resources that we can bring to bear to help a company grow. But it's going to take somebody like you, Steve, looking at somebody in the face and saying, hey, I want to introduce you to Jared, and yes, he works for the government, and I know how it sounds when somebody says I'm from the government and I'm here to help. But we really are. And it's always kind of my role, if I can, to be the person coming with good news, with real resources, so that we don't stay on that same rerun conversation that I'm talking about. And that takes a lot of bravery from folks in this room and from our team and from our city management team. It takes a lot of bravery. Okay.
We have one more. I get to go? One more.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
So I had the pleasure of meeting Jared Smith about 10 years ago when I served as the Director of Operations for the Regional Economic Development. Very closely with Jared. In addition to all of these accolades that you'll see on his little bio here, I would never say this to his face, but I just want to say that Jared is just been an inspiration and a mentor to me. He is such a man of integrity, such a family man and a man of faith. And I know that if he brought even half of his work ethic and leadership skills to the city of Henderson that he displayed when we worked together, that we are in very good hands. So this is a paid advertisement.
I don't have any more gifts. You can have the bag.
I am going to ask you a question that you probably won't have time to answer, but as all of us know, we have seen tourism numbers go down quite a bit, and obviously that is not a sector that you work with, but it is.
I'm the director of tourism.
Well, I'm sorry, not tourism specifically. It's not a target sector for us, but it is a very big indicator of Las Vegas's economic health. And with these numbers going down and the phones not ringing, and I know that you're definitely calling people because I've seen you work, what do you think that that says for us within the next 5 years, and what can we do to
That's a great
obviously
question. So in
diversify?
60 seconds or less, tourism is going to bounce back. I mean, we are just going through this economic cycle. One thing that we cannot control, and why the word economic diversification needs to be so important to you, is that when something like COVID hits, what happens? Like if you could dial up the worst thing to happen to the Las Vegas economy, it would be something keeping us from bringing large groups of people into confined spaces to make money off of them. Right? I mean, that's what we do. We bring you into a space so we can make money off of you. And when you can't do that, we were the worst economy in the country during COVID. It will come back. We have to be patient. This is an economic cycle where income is not rising as fast as expenses are. And I could turn on the NBA speak a little bit, but this is the problem that we're dealing with, is that our costs are higher than the rate of our income. When that starts to flatten and people feel comfortable spending their money again, they'll come back. That's what will happen. We just have to be patient. Yeah.
And we hope people always lose track of time and keep it dark and all these wonderful things. Very informative. We can't thank you enough. I'm going to give you first this certificate. So we made a donation in your name with the Just One Project to help combat hunger in our community, and our 100-year centennial book. So thank you. Such a pleasure. Thank you. Okay. In closing, Rotary isn't just about service projects, it's about transforming lives. And we are a part of that change. Now get your butts outside for the group photo. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes,